Hey y'all. So today I'm going to be doing a review on a toy washing machine. Yes, a toy washing machine. I needed a way to clean my beauty blenders. So I purchased this tiny toy washing machine. And yeah, I got it off Amazon for like $9 and it's the Hello Ariel. I have tons of blenders that need to be washed. Like, I find them very hard to clean because, the foundations get absorbed in the inside of them. So, I needed an efficient and effective way to clean my beauty blenders. And it has been an issue that I was determined to resolve. So, I've tried like the washing machine and it didn't clean it up to par. And I was upset. I was like, really? Like, you're the washing machine. Like, you're supposed to clean everything. But it didn't do what I needed to do, so this is my last hope. I I hate washing them by hand because it never really, gets in there and, cleans them right. So I think this is gonna be a way to do it. I've seen the reviews and had good reviews on Amazon. And see, I've seen a whole different variety of like, toy washing machines. And some had good reviews and then some had really bad reviews. And I thought this was worth trying. This company, this brand. So that's why I decided I'm gonna do a video on this because they're not all the same. I have good hopes for this, and I'm hoping this will do what I need it to do. But evidently, this company, I was looking, does a whole bunch of stuff. They make flashlights, they have little tiny vacuums, and if this works, I just may end up buying something. They have scales, like, I don't know. I will be doing a video on my makeup brushes because I know some people I've seen use like this to clean their brushes, but I need something that's going to be more powerful. So I bought a makeup brush cleaner little set that I want to try out because I'm sure that works, to a certain extent, but I think you have to have a particular spin to pull out all of the, out of the fibers, the brush fibers, to pull out all the foundations and, all the stuff that's in there, oils, because face oil is very hard to get out. Like, I mean, you have to, it has to be like, a pretty, good spin to pull all that out. So I think I need something, else for that. So I'll be doing a separate video with that. And plus I have like 100 brushes. So I would be doing that all day if I were to do it by hand. So if I use that other machine, that may end up saving me like, I mean, a whole day's worth of cleaning, maybe even several days. Because I have a feeling to clean all those brushes, it'd probably take about 2 or 3 days, like for real. Like I'm not gonna lie. Um, but anyways, but we'll be looking at that like in another review. But I wanted to try this first because I've been using my beauty blenders a lot more, and I mainly use them for concealers, and um and like for my cheekbones, like to put like my highlight and my contour and stuff like that. But I do have some that like are full of thick, heavy foundation that needs to come out, and I need to also disinfect it because if you don't wash your beauty blenders, you get breakouts, and nobody wants breakout. Like no, it's just yeah. But anyways, so I will be trying this little toy washing machine. I hope it delivers, and I'm keeping positive about it. I'm keeping positive about it, and I'm hoping it cleans the way I want it to clean. So I will be mixing my own solution. Um, I don't believe in just using one little makeup uh, cleaner, like little brush cleaner solution, because they're all diluted with water and it won't be as powerful. In my perspective, it's not going to be as powerful. So I need to add alcohol. I need to add some other stuff in it because I want to make one solution that will pull all the gunk out and work with this tiny washing machine, because you can't just expect to clean it with water. I mean, that's just, or like a light solution. You need something that's going to take that shit out. So that's what I'm going to use with this tiny toy washing machine. Like, I'm just not going to rely just on the little baby washing machine. I'm going to kind of help it out a little bit. But I also need to disinfect at the same time. So that's why I'm going to have my own solution, because I need to get this stuff cleaned. But anyways, I'm going to show you my brushes, or my blenders, that I need to have cleaned. And I'm going to warn you, it's kind of graphic. So beware. And yes, I've been storing them. And yes, I have been storing these in this hefty Ziploc bag for months. I just keep using my new ones, and so it's time to clean these. It's time to clean these. Like, I've been putting them in this little hefty bag. It's time to clean them. It's been forever, so they need to be clean. You can tell I use heavy foundations, like I keep saying, and concealers. And so look, all this gunk. And so I put them in this hefty Ziploc bag, just so I don't get all this stuff, on everything. It's just more sanitary. And nobody likes to have makeup rub off, onto stuff. It's just ugh. So it's kind of, your oils, everything's on there. So no, that's why I keep everything in a little, all my dirty stuff in a little hefty Ziploc. It's just more, like I said, it's more sanitary, and it's, I'm able to keep everything all together. Hopefully, we'll be getting the result that I'm hoping I'm going to get. So, okay, let's go to the kitchen and let's try this stuff out. So I had to put 2 AA batteries. I had to find a screwdriver that was tiny enough. I think it was like a 2.4 millimeter that was able to fit. And so I had to plug the little drain thing up. And I'm going to use one of these beauty jars to put all of my soap ingredients in. So I'm going to be using some Dawn. That one smells really good. The Dawn Escape. And then Aesthetica Pro Series Brush Cleaner and Conditioner. It's supposed to be antibacterial. And 70% alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol. You can use 90, which is stronger, but I think 70 is like a standard. And then a towel. I'm going to let them dry, air dry. And then we're pretty much ready to start this. So I'm going to go ahead and open this and just take one of them out. So I decided to go ahead and take the pink ones out. I'm going to place them in a Ziploc bag and use them for another project. So I'm going to start with the Dawn. So this came with the neat top. This case would be perfect for storing mica powders and mineral eyeshadows. So I decided I was going to do everything in thirds. So I'm going to put 1/3 part Dawn, and I'll do 1/3 of every other ingredient. Now it's time for the Aesthetica Pro Series Brush Cleanser and Conditioner. It's supposed to deep cleanse the brushes, and it's primarily for synthetic brushes. So now it's time to pour the alcohol. So I'm preparing lukewarm water. I'm not using any hot or cold water because I don't want to risk damaging the machine. So I'm using a tiny measuring cup to pour water in. And I'm filling it up about halfway. Because I know with the density and putting the sponge in, it's going to make it rise. And I know it's going to absorb a little bit of it, but I rather have too little than to overdo it. So I used my whole cup. I could have used half the cup of soap, but since this is a big sponge, I'm just gonna play it out by ear and just use the whole thing. So I'm gonna place it in there. See, it's the water's kind of rising a little bit, and I mean you can always drain a little bit if it's if it overflows, but I think we're gonna be okay. I still gave it about a fourth of room, so it can spin, and hopefully this will be enough water. This thing is so cute. The way it just spins. I can't believe it actually works. So I went ahead and let this spin for about 10 minutes. And then I drained it. So after that sponge was done, I went ahead and popped in the two tiny blenders that I had. And it's only been 5 seconds and it's cleaned them this much. It's pretty crazy. And it's also this pretty nasty. Look at all this makeup. It's gross. I went ahead and put a paper towel underneath because sometimes it gets a little crazy and the water seeps out from the little opening. So I decided to kind of raise it up and just let the water, if it comes out, it'll just land on the paper towel. Because the batteries are on the bottom and you really don't want to get the batteries wet. But I did kind of get them a little bit wet earlier with the other one, but it still worked. I just like tapped the water out and which was, it was cool. So I was like, okay, yes, I didn't ruin my machine, but it actually worked. So I was like, okay, this is pretty durable. But you just got to be really careful about the little drain. And this is the result. They are pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie. And that was like probably with 2 minutes. So Reese's approved of this whole video. She wants you to like and subscribe for more cameos and for more videos. And it's time for bed.